The unicorn, one of my favorite animals. I've never seen one, except of course in models, but amazingly for close to 2,000 years there was widespread belief that unicorns existed. Oh, that goes back to the ancient Greeks. About 500 BC, there were already reports of this incredible creature. But the reason that I really got interested in the unicorn was thanks to the Metropolitan Museum of Art. And one of the branches in New York is called the Cloisters. And they have something amazing. They have a series of 7 tapestries called The Hunt of the Unicorn. And here is one of them. This dates back to about 1500 AD. And they're magnificent. This is a tapestry made of wool and of silk fibers and dyed red with madder and blue from woad, yellow from weld. I mean, it's really quite amazing. And there are several scenes that are depicted in these tapestries. One of the more interesting ones is this, where the unicorn shows his magical property by sticking his horn into water. The idea was that the unicorn had the ability to purify water, and you can see all of the other animals gathering around. And these tapestries are absolutely magnificent. In one of them, the unicorn is killed, but in the last tapestry, it is very much alive. And there have been all kinds of stories written about these tapestries. Oh, supposedly the killing of unicorn represents the killing of Christ, and the coming back of the unicorn is the resuscitation of Christ. Oh, I don't know if that's true or not, but I really do like the tapestries because of the artistry and the colors that are involved, and of course the insinuation that the unicorn had some magical properties. And that idea persisted through the ages. It was believed that a powder made from the horn of the unicorn would cure disease, that it would detoxify poisons. It was sold by apothecaries. The question was, what were they selling? Well, when it came to a powder, of course, that could have been anything. But there were actual cups made from so-called horn of the unicorn. What was this all about? Well, it was Ambroise Paré, a French surgeon, who wrote the first treatise on the unicorn, where he explained what the horn of the unicorn actually was. It was the tusk of the narwhal. The narwhal is a fascinating creature. It is a species of whale, and it has this one gigantic tooth. That's what it is. It can be up to 3 meters long. And it really does look like the horn of a unicorn. It's straight, although it has sort of spiral indentations. It's quite fascinating, but you can actually make a cup out of it. It's hollow on the inside. So throughout the Middle Ages, royalty, nobles were drinking from cups made from the supposed horn of the unicorn. They were actually drinking from cups made from the tusk of the narwhal. Obviously, it didn't have any kind of detoxifying properties, but it certainly makes for a good story. And it's quite interesting that, as I said, for 2 millennia, there was belief that the unicorn actually existed, even though there was no universal agreement on what it actually looked like, and obviously no one had ever seen one. Today, we no longer have powders made from unicorn horns that supposedly cure everything, but we have dietary supplements sold in health food stores that claim the same thing and have about the same efficacy as the unicorn horn.